Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm reviewing this Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Cleansing Oil. This is another product from Haruharu. It goes hand in hand with the cleanser that I reviewed recently on my channel. If you're interested in a foaming cleanser, be sure to check that out. This is a Korean cleansing oil that's designed to remove makeup, sunscreen, and excess oil. It's still supposed to keep your skin hydrated. This is marketed as a minimal formula with only 9 ingredients, which is actually pretty unusual for cleansing oil. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the brand, the packaging, the texture, ingredient list, of course, the pros and cons, so that you can decide for yourself if this oil is worth trying out. So first, talking about the brand, Haruharu Wonder is a Korean skincare brand. It focuses really heavily on antioxidants. This line specifically focuses on fermented ingredients, especially this black rice line that they have formulated. This black rice ingredient specifically is rich in polyphenols and antioxidants. Those ingredients help protect the skin from oxidative stress and environmental damage. This brand also focuses on simple and skin barrier friendly formulas, and a lot of their products are vegan and cruelty free. So as for the packaging, this cleansing oil comes in this 150 milliliter pump bottle. This sells for about $15, which I think is a great deal considering that this oil will really last you a long time. Now this packaging is a plastic bottle. This bottle is clear. It has this ombre transition to this brown color. This is a look that is common to their black rice line. This comes with a pump dispenser, and actually my bottle came with a pump that is broken. It still works and I'm still able to dispense, but it is just pops off really easily. So that was a bit of an inconvenience, but I'm sure this is just a singular incident. This pump does dispense the product easily. If you have a really well working pump, I'm sure it's not gonna make a mess, though mine pops off and gets a little bit messy every once in a while. But overall, the packaging is very simple and practical. Now let's talk about the texture. This cleansing oil has a very lightweight, silky oil texture. It is not thick. It's not heavy like a lot of cleansing oils that you may have tried that contain mineral oil. This is not formulated with mineral oil, so it does have a really lightweight consistency. You would massage it into your dry skin. It spreads out really easily, but it doesn't exactly act like a typical oil. You don't get a very greasy feel. It's definitely emollient. It has a slippery feel to it, but it's not exactly what you would imagine an oil to feel like on your face. It doesn't have that typical very greasy, extremely slippery feel where you feel that everything is just about to fall off. This kind of absorbs into your skin, and as you work it in, it stays. Nothing is dripping or coming off dramatically. So it is a very pleasant consistency and a really pleasant feel on your face. I would also say that when you're massaging this oil on your face, it doesn't exactly smear your makeup. I've used a lot of oils where your mascara just runs and it's all a mess. I would say that this oil just kind of lifts everything up, but your makeup still kind of stays in place. However, once you add water, it emulsifies into a very slightly milky texture. It doesn't turn very creamy, and I would say that you get that milky consistency for just a shortest bit, and once you add more water, it just all melts away. So you don't get a really creamy feel on your face for very long at all, just when you introduce the tiniest bit of water, and as you add more water and rinse it off, it all just kind of melts away. It removes your makeup, all the impurities, and you are left with a really soft, clean feeling skin. I would definitely say that it removes makeup well. I do think you need a little bit more work if you're wearing waterproof mascara, but it does leave your skin clean, moisturized. You definitely don't have that stripped, really clean and dry feel after you rinse this off. However, as I would always recommend, I would always use this with a secondary cleanser to just make sure that all of the oils that may have been left are washed off your face. This is something that I do personally. I always do a 2-step cleansing process where I either use an oil or just a makeup eraser kind of wipe, and then follow it up with an actual facial cleanser just to make sure that I get all the impurities and all the makeup off my face. Some of you, like me, might be really sensitive to oils. I've had a huge long acne breakout from using coconut oil on my skin. And since that point, years ago, I have learned that I really have to be very careful with putting oils on my skin and then leaving them there. I always follow it up with a cleanser just to make sure that there's no residual oils that may be left on my skin and may be clogging my pores and contributing to acne. So if you are someone with acne prone skin, with pores that are prone to clogging, that has experienced cystic acne before in the past, I would definitely recommend that you are careful in experimenting with this, but absolutely follow it up with a secondary facial cleanser just to make sure that all those oils are removed. I understand that this might contribute to drying out your skin a little bit more than just using this alone would do, but I think overall it's still much better than dealing with a full-blown breakout. Now, as for the ingredient breakdown and the formulation, I think that one of the most interesting things about this product is that the formula only contains 9 ingredients. It's very minimal for a cleansing oil, for any product really, but specifically for a cleansing oil, and I think that's really an impressive feature of this. Now, the ingredient list contains rice bran oil. Rice bran oil is antioxidant-rich and it helps nourish your skin. This is also made with caprylic, capric, triglyceride. This is a lightweight emollient. It will help dissolve that makeup. Another ingredient is sunflower seed oil. That's something that's going to help soothe and moisturize your skin, as well as olive oil, which will help break down that makeup and sebum from your pores. Another ingredient that they added is jojoba oil. This is an oil that is very similar to your skin's natural sebum and oils. So very similar and kind of skin mimicking ingredient. Macadamia seed oil is also another nourishing and barrier supporting ingredient. And of course they have vitamin E, which is antioxidant protection. A lot of oils that they put in here, but overall a fairly simple ingredient list. These oils are supposed to work together to dissolve impurities, makeup, any excess sebum that your face might produce. So overall, very effective, but also very simple. And of course, something that's common with a lot of Korean skincare brands is this is free from fragrance, alcohol, silicones, and parabens. So overall, I think that this formulation and the ingredient list makes it a really good option for people that prefer very simple skincare formulas. If you're someone that is a minimalist when it comes to that ingredient list, you will absolutely love this. However, there's some ingredients that some people may not love as much. Olive and macadamia oil in this cleanser are nourishing oils, but they could be slightly heavier, especially for people that have acne prone skin. So something to keep in mind. I do think that if you do the double cleansing method, you should be fine even if you're using this oil with some of those heavier ingredients. And in terms of performance and how it worked on my skin, I think that this oil does a very good job in removing foundation, sunscreen, your everyday makeup. It does a great job in keeping my pores clean. So any oil or dirt that you might have, I think it does a really good job in lifting those up and rinsing them away. This is designed to remove those impurities without clogging pores or leaving a really heavy residue. And I think it does a fairly good job at that. So some of the positive things about this product, first and foremost, is the minimal ingredient list. Only 9 ingredients is pretty rare in cleansing oils, and I think that's a huge plus for this product. Second is that it's completely fragrance-free, which is really great for sensitive skin. Third, I like the texture and the lightweight nature of this oil. It spreads easily. You don't need a lot of product, and it really does feel really pleasant on your skin without feeling too greasy or oil. And finally, the last pro is that it rinses off clean. It does leave your skin feeling soft and hydrated. It does not strip your skin. So if you're someone that really enjoys that feel after a cleanser, you will really like this. And like I said earlier, there are a couple of downsides because this formula relies on mostly plant oils. People with very acne prone or clog prone skin might want to first do a patch test or maybe try it out once to see how your skin reacts to it. Another potential negative is that this oil may struggle a bit with very heavy waterproof mascara. You just might need to work that in a little bit more, which might be a potential negative. And finally, this might be a big deal for some people, but not at all important for others. While this formula is really simple, it does not include any active skincare ingredients. Its main job is cleansing, and that's all it does. If you're someone that looks for those active ingredients in all of your skincare products, this is not one. I personally don't care about having active ingredients in a product like a cleanser, just because it's not on your face for a very long time at all. It's something that you wash away almost immediately. So not a big deal for me, but something to consider if that's important to you. So overall, I think this cleansing oil would work really well for people with normal skin, dry skin, combination or sensitive skin, or people that really want a fragrance-free and simple formula. Overall, I think that the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Cleansing Oil is a really solid cleansing oil. If you're looking for a simple cleansing oil that's lightweight, that's barrier friendly, this is a great option to try out. If you have tried this before, let me know how you like this, and be sure to return to my channel for more videos just like this.